Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for listening to our podcast on grade appeals. I think Jane did a really great job. That was her first time as being an interviewer, and she did pretty well. So, just like I mentioned in the podcast, I want to do a writing prompt that is inspired by this book. And as you can see, it's well worn. Not that I read it this many times, but it was in my backpack. So, Presence by Amy Cuddy. I really like this book. I think it changed a lot of how I feel, or I would kind of criticize myself when I would get nervous when talking to people or important meetings or presentations. It really helped me to understand that a lot of it is physiological, and there are certain things you can do, like deep breathing, or those like power poses where you put your hands on your hips like Wonder Woman, to help you to, actually get your body ready for this situation where you're going to feel nervous and scared. Just kind of like calm it down and change the chemical imbalance. And I can attest that it does work. So for this week, let us do a writing prompt on that. So actually, what I want you to do is you can set a timer for, let's say, 5 minutes. And I want you to actually remember or reflect on a situation where you were scared, you were anxious. You were going to have a difficult conversation with someone, you're afraid of getting into a conflict, and how did it make you feel? I want you to take 5 minutes just to like note that down. What were you afraid of? Do you remember anything happening in your body? Like, was your heart beating fast? All these kinds of things. So just set a timer. You can pause the podcast and try do that for 5 minutes. And then once you're finished that, I want you to imagine that conversation that you were scared of going really well. I want you to imagine it being successful. I want you to imagine getting the outcome that you were hoping for. And I want you again to set the timer for 5 minutes and just write that, reflect on that, write down how this could have gone, write down how you want things to go, write down, positive things about yourself. What skills do you have that will help you to succeed in this conversation? How are you going to feel at the end of it? So really note these things down, give yourself 5 minutes. And so the whole point of these two exercises is to help you to adjust your mindset. And even when you're writing these two different situations, you probably can feel in your body that you feel differently. And so, as a technique, something you can do is before you have a really scary conversation or situation or presentation that you're going to have to deal with, is to actually take out your journal and write down the positive outcome. Not only visualize the positive outcome, but write it down. And that can really help to adjust how you feel and how you think about a scary situation. So I really hope that our podcast helps you out today. I am sorry if any of you are having to appeal your grades, but it's part of the process sometimes. And I wish you all the best. I hope that what we discussed helps you out. If you have any comments or questions, I would love to hear from you. As usual, you can find out more about us on our website at fau.ca, and FAU is spelled P as in Peter, F as in Frank, AU, or follow us on social media at FAU_academic writing. We look forward to helping you reach your full potential on the page and in life today. Take care.